Hi there, it's Doris, your golf diva, and welcome to the Traveling Golf Diva podcast. And today we're headed to Ireland, Ireland's ancient east.
Hello, divas and gents, and welcome to the Traveling Golf Diva podcast, where golf meets travel, lifestyle, and unforgettable adventures. Here's your host, Doris Muscarella.
Tiernan, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but they call him Mr. T. Welcome.
Thanks, Doris. That's an introduction I haven't had before. Not Mr. T, just T. I think there is only one Mr. T.
That's right. That's true. That's true. And I want you to tell me about Ireland. I hear in the background it's raining, but we're going to clean that up. Ireland is absolutely beautiful. I met you in one of our second trip up there with the Club Choice Island. We had a golf tournament there, but you'll tell me all about that. If you could tell me a little bit about your background and how you got involved in this Club Choice.
Well, look, thanks very much for having me on. A real pleasure and great to see you again. So my background, I suppose, in golf came from my family, really. My mum and dad developed a golf course in Wexford in the southeast corner of Ireland back when I was kind of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years of age. So I spent a lot of time in all aspects of golf at that point. So we would have been picking stones from fairways. We would have been working behind the bar when it was up and running, helping out in dishwashing in the kitchen, in the pro shop. So apart from falling in love with the game, I would have gotten a pretty decent hands-on experience and knowledge of how a golf resort operates, and watching my mum and dad drive business into the golf club, because it wasn't a members club, it was a resort course. So it was dependent on bringing visitors into a part of Ireland that wouldn't have had a tradition of golfers coming down to them. So they had to work very hard at building their brand and I suppose showcasing what they had done there. And so flash forward then, I suppose I went through college, got my engineering degree, and did that for a few years, and just decided that I wanted to do something a little out of left field. And golf was always there in the background as something I loved playing. I wasn't as competitive maybe as I had been back in my junior days, but I just really enjoyed the social side of it and made a decision to get into golf. I had a good think about it, and I thought, where would we fit, and how could I use what I'd learned from mum and dad to the best of my ability. And I thought there was a niche area for the promotion of the golf clubs and hotels and service providers in my region, which is now known as Ireland's Ancient East. It wasn't back then, but and try and showcase the region as a whole to the international golf market, because I honestly believed, and I did when I set it up, and I still do, that there is a quality golf product for everybody in this part of Ireland. So 13 years ago, I set up Club Choice Ireland. We are an incoming golf tour operator, so we specialize in the Ireland's Ancient East region, but we will only bring golfers into the country. So we don't send golfers out to the States or Spain or Portugal. We're operating like that. We are just fully focused on bringing golfers into a part of Ireland that we know best. And thankfully, it's gone from strength to strength from there, and we're really enjoying it.
That's wonderful. I've had the pleasure of being on two of your trips. One of them was a tournament that we didn't dress appropriately because we didn't know how cold it gets there. So we were at the pro shop buying hats and more clothes because we weren't ready. We had such a great time on that tournament. We didn't win the thing, but we met people that we were still in touch with, and hopefully looking forward to going again to one of the trips. Do you still have those golf tournaments?
We do. So it's part of our business. So the core part of our business is standalone golf tours for groups. But we also have an events side to our business, and we run 4 events every year. The event you would have played in would have been our mixed pairs event,
Yes.
which is our most popular. We've actually had to introduce a second week of it this year because we're oversubscribed. So we will have, across the 2 weeks, we'll have 200 people will come in. We'll have 100 pairs. And when we set out with the events, probably about 10 years ago now, and when we started our first one, regardless of whether we were doing a mixed or gents or ladies, or we do a food event as well, we wanted them to be fun.
Yes.
So there is a tournament happening. People are keeping scores, but by the end of it, we kind of want most people not to really worry or care that there's a prize giving going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we like to think we kind of got that right by the repeat business we get from them. We mix everyone up every day. We make sure everyone plays with different people. We keep the tea times pretty reasonable in terms of no really early starts. We like to think we control the weather, but
Yes.
when it's cold and rainy,
Yeah.
we've nothing to do with it, of course.
Right.
But we'll take full credit when the sun shines. And we I suppose we kind of tweak them every year based on feedback we'll get. So we like to think that people come back for the camaraderie and the friendship and the fun. There's good golf, there's lovely accommodations, there's a prize to be won if happens to be your day. But ultimately, we just want people to meet new people, meet golfers, and enjoy Ireland when they come to visit.
Absolutely. And the trips are all inclusive, if I remember correctly.
We're kind of unique as well in that way, in that the type of trips those events that we've done, we make sure everyone is taking the same package. And that what that does is we don't split it up that you can be golf only. We want everyone to be on site together. We want them mingling in the bar, seeing each other at breakfast. And so by the time, our prize giving, our gala dinner might happen,
Yes.
everyone kind of knows everyone, and there's a nice vibe in the place. And so we felt that was the best way to go for the type of event we wanted to run. And while the 4 events they're a different makeup or format, they kind of all have that underlying ethos running through them.
Absolutely. There's here in the United States, I like the stay and plays. However, they do have other tournaments, Robert Trent Jones and other golf courses that put it together. But yours was kind of like unique. There was transportation included, all inclusive. We went to one of the golf courses had a castle in the middle, and we were like, "Oh my God, it is such a treat." So food for thought, if you could put a trip together for divas and gents in the summer when it's not that cold and rainy, that would be great for us. And we'll be happy to promote it on the website if, we can work something out. Couples, I like the couples, or maybe just a group that could go, the divas. That's what we are. So we like classy, beautiful. So this would be perfect for us.
It was great fun.
It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. We went there for two tournaments and we loved it. I like the fact that it's all inclusive. I don't have to worry about the accommodations, the planning, the transportation. It is everything included, and that is great. I saw your video, which I'm going to upload also on my promotion when I promote this podcast, as to the views were great. I mean, you've done so much and it continues to grow, if I'm not mistaken. So if you have any trips that are coming up and you want our divas to find out about it, could you talk about them a little bit? What's coming up in 2026?
Yeah, delighted to. So we have our 4 set tournaments or events that we run that I mentioned, and thankfully, from my point of view, we're nearly sold out in all of them. We have a few spaces left in a special event we run in September, which is our Taste of Wexford event, which is a food and golf event. So every night we have everybody in different restaurants in the local town. Really high quality food, but a different food experience each evening. And then, so we rotate both restaurants as well. So again, by the time everyone's finished it, they've had 3 different rounds of golf. They've had 3 different dining experiences. They've met and played with probably 9 different people, the way we set up the teams. And that's a really, really fun and, as you can imagine, social event, because those nights run late with people enjoying themselves in town at the restaurants and bars. And then outside of that, our core business is tailored golf tours. So what you would have seen in that video, would have been just a snippet of what a golf tour might look like, where you might play, the views you might see, the people you'll meet, the towns you'll explore. And that's really that's the exciting side of my job, because I would build every itinerary from scratch. So we have I think we'd over 1,500 people travel with us in 2025, and not one of those groups would have been on the same itinerary.
Oh, wow.
And that's something we really take pride in. But I really enjoy that side of building it out for them. So if it's a group of divas,
Yes.
if it's a club tour with a pro, he's bringing over his members. If it's a buddy trip, or we do a lot of couples trips, where you get 6 or 7 groups, couples together coming over. And it's not always has to be about the hardcore golf. A lot of those tours, golf is the glue of the group. It's why they're all together. But they want an Irish experience, so we make sure that they get that in an authentic kind of manner. So we bring them to some places that I like to go myself. So we see some heritage, cultural stuff, some good food, and we try and mix that into a golf itinerary that suits the group. So, you might have a buddy group who just want to play every day and they want to do nothing but play, the top links courses, which is fine. And then you might have a group of couples who want to play every second day and they want to mix it up with some castle tours, some whiskey tasting, some downtime, which tends to be something that a lot of operators forget to build into their tours. And so those are our sort of our key elements to what Club Choice does. That's really what keeps us busy every day.
I love the pubs, by the way. Like the pubs. That's my favorite. The food is excellent. I mean, I've had such an amazing experience in Ireland. My significant other's family is from Ireland, so when we go there, it's like he reminisces us to where his mother came from, and the food that we eat just reminds him of that. So it's a beautiful place to go. Love Ireland. Love to put a group together with the Divas and Gents, probably for 2027, since we are already planning our events for this year. So, but you still have room for the 4-set tournament in September, you said?
Yeah, we have. We're actually, so the region that we kind of promote as the destination of choice is what we call Ireland's Ancient East. And to kind of give people an idea where that is, it would be the east and the southeast side of Ireland. So Dublin International Airport sits right in the center of it. So accessibility is fantastic. Couldn't be better. We have got pre-clearance in Dublin for all our US flights. So that means that any of our US visitors that are heading home, they go through customs in Dublin Airport and they get cleared there so that they don't have to do it then when they land stateside. So you land stateside and it's like a domestic flight. You just walk straight out. And that's usually beneficial to having that in Dublin Airport, because not many airports have it. And so one of the other major benefits of our region is tee time availability. So we have 140 golf courses in our region, and of those, there's 50 of those would be in Ireland's top 100. So we have an amazing array of links and parkland golf courses of the highest standards. We have some of the top links and trophy courses and resorts like that have held Ryder Cups, Dalheim Cups, Irish Opens, World Golf Championships. And then we have an abundance of kind of what we call second tier golf courses. These are more members clubs, more local tracks that have an extraordinary uniqueness to them, an amazing welcome to them. We're lucky enough that we work with a lot of them so we can get access to their tee times for visitors. And that access and that availability allows us to sell 2026 tours probably up until end of May. We'll be still taking booking for the fall in 2026, whereas most operators who will be working on with the North American business will be working to the west of Ireland. They're pretty much done at this stage. They're not selling 2026 anymore. It's all 2027 for a lot of those operators.
Right.
We, on the other hand, would be able to still bring in tours for the next sort of 3 to 4 months and make sure they get a golf holiday experience that they really, really enjoy.
So they should book now. As I'm going to put the link in our episode. I'm going to put in your link and your information. They should book now before May so they can get a tour. It's amazing. Ireland is spectacular, and working with you was a pleasure for both of our trips. So you'll be seeing us more often, hopefully, whether 26 or 2027. You will. I want to put together. I'm telling you, I want to put a Diva and Gents trip to Ireland. So I'll be talking to you off our podcast. But if they want to reach you, can you tell me the best way to look at the tours or look at what you have available?
Yeah, so I suppose the easiest way is to just jump on the website, which is clubchoiceireland.com. So that will give a kind of a window shop of the region, and we have a couple of sample tours up there. But like I mentioned earlier, because everything is built from scratch, what really starts off the discussion is that email. Drop an email or make a phone call. But if you send an email to me, which is tiernan@clubchoice.ie, that's when our conversation would start about the type of group, your budget, your dates, expectations. And we'll have 1 or 2 back and forths, and I'll be able to get a really good feel for what type of group it is you're going to bring.
Okay.
And we build a draft itinerary, and we will refine that then to suit the group. And then once we lock that in, it's normally kind of a 9-month to 12-month window. When most of those bookings are coming in from the States. And then we kind of hold your hand then up until you arrive into Dublin. So the best way to start the conversation is just drop an email.
Absolutely. And give yourself 9 to 12 months to plan this in advance. So we got to get all of you right now because we're the beginning. It's January, so it's the beginning of the year. So let's plan.
Yeah, it does take planning. Something like if you're bringing 12 or 20 people across the Atlantic, just lining up the courses and the accommodation and the transportation to suit your group, the longer you have as a lead-in, the better. As I said, we'll be still filling groups up until the end of May for this year, but a lot of those will be more shorter term trips. It'll be kind of 3, 4, 5 night stays. They might have 1 base and 4 golf. I think for the likes of the Divas and Gents sort of group, we want to make sure you get to experience a nice piece of Ireland. You got maybe 3 or 4 different bases, so you've got different destinations that you're going to see and experience, and get the tee times we want as well. So a lot of the golf courses will open their 2027 tee sheets in the next couple of months. There happens to be a small little event called the Ryder Cup taking place in Ireland in 2027.
Okay.
So the country will be busy. Yeah, we had the Open here again last year, and that's amazing for the country.
I think so.
And to have, I suppose golf's showpiece event, the Ryder Cup here in 2027 in Adair is going to be phenomenal. Now it will make getting on courses a little trickier. So that's why I say if you're thinking 2027, then the sooner we get started, the better.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Any events that you have or any, coming up tours or anything, email them to me and I'll post them on our website also for reference. And what else do you want to tell the divas and gents? Come to Ireland and talk to you.
I think, that's it. I think the most important thing is to maybe put Ireland in the consideration bucket. If you're looking at a destination and you haven't been before, based alone on the testimonials and feedback and smiles we see from our clients leaving, there's so much to Ireland, as well as just the golf. I mean, it is the memories I think that would be made tend to be from the non-golf stuff. It's the pubs, it's the food, it's the fun, it's the hospitality, which, in fairness, I think we do well. And then you get to play some unbelievable golf courses, as well. And it's just a great week or two if you can take it. And myself and my colleagues, really excited to look after you and make sure you get to Ireland in 2026 or 2027.
You got it. One more time, can you give me the website before we wrap it up?
Yeah, it's clubchoiceireland.com.
Thank you so much for your time. I hope the sun comes out today because I hear it raining.
Well, not sure that's going to happen, but I don't mind it raining in January, Doris. It's May and June is when we need the sun to be out.
That's true. That's true. Thank you for your time. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you for listening to The Traveling Golf Diva. We appreciate you. Visit us on our website, thetravelinggolfdiva.com. Follow us on social media. And if you're ready to travel to Ireland, you know where to go. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Traveling Golf Diva podcast. Be sure to subscribe, share, and follow. Find the Diva on Facebook at The Traveling Golf Diva and on Instagram at The Golf Diva. And be sure to visit thetravelinggolfdivapodcast.com for more inspiration. See you next time.